So in this new video, I wanted to discuss an iPhone case, and take this with a grain of salt that I rarely ever really discuss iPhone cases, simply because I think that, YouTube, technology community out there, it's so saturated with so many people who do a great job reviewing iPhone cases and iPod Touch cases. But the only reason why I want to make this video is actually I got this case out sent into review by a lovely company known as Rearth, and their case, the Ring. It's a ring with a K at the end. And I just really want to, focus some attention on this case for you guys to take a look at. I know a lot of my viewers out there love Apple, got the iPhone 4 right when it came out, and they're looking for some nice new cases to go along with their, the free one from Apple. So let's start discussing this case. It runs around $16.99 from their website, rearthusa.com, and it also includes free shipping and also some of these protectors, which I'll discuss later. But what the case is, it's just, a simple, what I thought was to be a silicone case. Let's first discuss the actual material of the case. I assumed that it was silicone on the website, and it looks like silicone because, it has, a malleability to it, it's flexible, but it's not. I was actually really wrong about this. Now, it's really hard to discuss, it's really hard to describe what the material is. I actually wouldn't really know. There's different kinds of iPhone cases. We have plastic, silicone, we have TPU out there, we also have some wood ones, we have some aluminum ones. So this one I would say is a silicone case, a TPU case. I would describe it as, I guess, a thick layer of latex. Because in a way, it's flexible and malleable, just like a silicone case, like this. I can bend it in any direction I want. But there's no stick to it. Usually when you want to test out a silicone case for how sticky it will be, and you try stretching it, there's no stretch in this case. I can't stretch it. So I think it brings around the best of both worlds when it comes to, silicone cases, where you do get the shock protection, but you don't get the stickiness. And I know when I put it in my pocket, there's no lint that's going to come out with it. It's actually really smooth. It's actually shiny as well. There's actually a reflection coming off of my lamp. So kudos for Rearth for choosing this material. I wish more cases were out there that use this. It's just great. I love it now. It's probably my favorite material when it comes to rubber silicone versus TPU. I'm still more of a fan of hard cases, to be completely honest, though. The second thing is the attention to detail on this case. It's pretty overwhelming. And I must say that because they try to emulate the design of the iPhone itself. So the way to describe this is, there's actually a band that wraps around the whole phone, or the whole iPhone, this metal band here, that wraps around this glass enclosure. So there's almost a silver band here. There's also the infamous lines here which cause antenna gate, especially the one here. There's one over here. But if we look over at this iPhone case, the Rearth case, the Ringke, it looks kind of familiar. So let's look around. There's a band that wraps around. There's a line here. There's a line here. And there's a line up top here. So what do you know? It looks exactly like the iPhone. And I think that little attention to detail is just pretty neat. And I like that a lot. Also, another point is the plus and minus signs here. They're meant to emulate the iPhone buttons here. Great detail on the iPhone 4 when they improved it over the 3GS. Why not bring it back to a case? So they put it on a case, and I like that a lot. It's a lot better than what I think of the Griffin reveal, which I already dislike, and they didn't put any type of markings here either. So 1 over the Griffin reveal. So the case just looks amazing. It comes in a multitude of colors, not just pink. So if you guys out there or people out there who hate pink, don't worry about it. There's a whole bunch of cases out there from the website. There's black, there's blue. There's a really nice red one I see on the website. There's also, I guess, a lime green and a purple and a white. So I actually want to see how the white one looks on my phone. But it just looks great. So let's put the case on. Let's stop talking about it and just put the case on and see how it fits. So it just fits like any normal silicone case. There's no real method of putting it on. Just make sure that your edges go around. There's also no issue with any of the screen protectors. I use this with an invisible shield, which is known for being pretty thick on top of the iPhone screen. But right now I'm using just a normal standard screen protector, and there's no issue. So it just wraps around. It has, very minimal lay on the table design. The lip does go around the iPhone screen, so the screen isn't making any contact with the table. But I really wouldn't go slamming this around like you're some type of badass. So let's look on the back. So another great detail about this case is the cutout for the Apple logo. So I've always been one of those people who've, had the philosophy, there's no real point of keeping it cut out, like why scratch it? People know it's an iPhone, it's a touchscreen phone with the home screens. But with this case, it changed my opinion. This one, the way to cut it out, it's so accurate. It's kind of sickening how you see it. So you still get the glow of the Apple logo shining through like that, and you have the really nice cutout. The cutout also here for the camera is also really nice. It's large enough for the flash so there's no backwash or anything. There's no need for a black line or anything that goes around it. but I haven't had any issues. So the way the case fits, it's really slim, it's really amazing. It's a lot thinner than a lot of cases that I use. The only case that's a little bit thinner is the A case one I'm about to review later on. But for it being this rubber silicone material, it's definitely a lot better than a lot of the TPU materials out there, the silicone cases. It provides a grip, it provides drop protection, but it's not thick, and it's also not very linty at all. So that's why I really recommend this case. I'm not just saying that because a company sent it out to me. Trust me as a YouTuber that I would never recommend a product from a company just because they sent it out for me to review. That's dishonesty. I consider my responsibility as a YouTuber of giving my real opinion because that's what I expect from other YouTubers when I watch their videos. But anyway, that's a little bit tangent. So I mentioned these two. When you purchase the case for $16.99, they also include these little dock protectors here. Very similar to the Switch Easy ones where they always include almost everything. And they also have the port ones. As you can tell, I didn't open mine yet because I just hadn't really have a use for it. I'm always plugging in, charging at night, always plugging in, listening to my music, so I really didn't have a need for them. But for anyone who's worried about getting dust, debris into their ports, these are really great. And they also actually have the little symbol here of their logo, which is a pretty nice touch. So be sure to check it out. Link will be in the down bar over there. Make sure you check out my Twitter, my Tumblr, which is the Macintosh1.com. I haven't been updating as much as I should be, but just make sure you follow me out there. Maybe I'll do a giveaway, some other stuff. Just be sure to, keep in touch with me because I'm trying to keep in touch with you guys. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys soon.